Can you actually use command blocks to get God mode, or have they been lying to us the whole time? Today I'm testing 11 insane Minecraft command block facts to find out what's real and what is fake. But if there are more facts wrong than right, I have to kill my friend's dog. We're testing everything from homing arrows to invisible walls. But before the video starts, I want to say something. This is a completely new channel, so literally by doing anything will help me out a lot. And I will appreciate it a lot. Alright, so the first claim is, one command block can spawn a never-ending fountain of prime TNT. So what this means is that one command block can spawn an infinite amount of prime TNT. We're gonna put the command in. So I put the command block on repeat, so it executes the command a bunch of times. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, my PC. 0 FPS. Break. Did it crash my game? Oh, it's gone. Look at how that's... Oh no, look at all the damage. Chicken! No! Chicken! He died. Let me make it less worse. There should be less worse. Yeah. Look at it. Alright, so this fact is true. So how it works basically is the command block is just gonna keep spawning in prime TNT and they're gonna fall down and explode. So the first fact was real. Let's move on to the next fact. So the second fact is changing the sun's color. So basically this means that there's a command that can change the sun's color and turn the sky red. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Well, obviously that's fake. There's no such thing as turning the sky and sun red. So this one doesn't work. So the second fact was real. Let's move on to the next fact. So there's a command that will make arrows automatically turn to the nearest mob. If this is true, this will be a good cheat code for PvP. Alright, so let's put in the command. Alright, so this is the command if you wanna try it for yourself. It starts here and ends here. So over here we have a test subject. He doesn't know what's about to happen to him. Alright, so let's try it. In 3, 2, 1. Is this like... Oh. So basically if you just shoot, it will always hit him. What? And if you shoot it down. What? What is happening? This is a very weird command. So it's kind of true. So let's just count it as true. So basically this is just half true. It almost works every time. So basically what happens is the arrow will constantly teleport slightly toward the nearest entity. So the first fact was fake. Let's move on to the next. So the next fact is that command blocks only work in overworld. What it's saying is basically the overworld has some special power, so command blocks only work in overworld. So if I, let's say, go to the nether. So basically it's saying that, let's say something like the nether doesn't have the overworld magic. So command blocks only work in the overworld but not in the nether. So when I did the TNT, the day and the harming arrows, it only worked because I was in the overworld. But let's say when I go to the nether, so over here it doesn't work. Alright, so if I just place a command block down and let's just say, so basically if I try to pull the lever, it's just not gonna say hello. So let's try it in 3, 2, 1. It works, and of course it works. So it works perfectly fine. The fact that they don't work in the nether is a lie. So the fourth fact was fake. Let's move on to the next. So the fifth fact is you can stay in the air without using creative mode. Alright, so what this means, that if I'm gonna run the command and punch the cow, it's just gonna float there. It's not gonna fall down or up, it's just gonna float. That would be so cool if it works. Let's try it in 3, 2, 1. It works! Wait, you can actually play some games with this. Look at them, they're just floating there. Can they walk around? No, they're just stuck. They're just stuck. I can play around with them. Yeah, good. What if you use it on a villager? Look at them. They do need an iron golem though. Well, this is fun. Here's the command if you want to use it for a golem. If you want to change the entity, just put another name here, like armadillo, armor stand, arrow. So the fifth fact was real. Let's move on to the next. So the next fact is you can ride ghasts. So I'm not talking about happy ghasts, but just normal ghasts. So Minecraft already got happy ghasts, which you can mount and fly around. But I mean normal ghasts. You can actually ride them and actually shoot the fireballs and go into battle with people. So let's try the command. Try it in 3, 2, 1. It doesn't work. I think there is a possible command that will let you ride them, but it is not this command. So this is very unfortunate that it doesn't work. But you can shoot fireballs though, with this command. So the sixth fact was wrong. Let's move on to the next. The score is now 3-3. So it's tied right now. So let's see what happens with the next one. Alright, so this next command, if the sheep eats the grass block, then it's gonna get struck by lightning. So basically it will get punished if it eats grass. So we got a test subject over here. And so if he's now gonna eat that grass to regain his wool, he's gonna get struck by lightning. Now wait. Damn. What if we have more sheep? They all died. So yeah, this one works. So basically how it works is, so it's gonna check if the sheep is gonna eat the grass block under it, which is gonna turn it into dirt. When the grass block is turned into dirt, it's just gonna keep on summoning lightning on the sheep. So yeah, this one works. So the seventh fact was real. Let's move on to the next. Alright, so the next fact is invisible walls. So the next fact is you can make a wall that's 100% invisible, but it's solid. This is a wall, I cannot walk through it, so it's safe, but I cannot see through, so I cannot see my cheese. So what it's gonna do is gonna make a see-through wall, cannot walk through. So command this / give yourself a barrier, and it works. I got the barrier block, which basically this is what barrier blocks supposed to look like. I have no clue why they look like that in the video, but it's just weird. So this one actually works. There's a thing called a barrier block in Minecraft that's completely see-through, but still a solid block. I don't know what happened, but it should like look like this. But now I can finally keep my cheese safe, be able to see it. So now it's 5-3. So it looks like my friend's dog is going to live. Alright, so next we have a command that can apparently summon Herobrine. So if you don't know, Herobrine is a monster from Minecraft that can go around worlds and haunt people, which is fake, but apparently this command will make it spawn in. So that's the command. So apparently this command block is going to summon Herobrine and put him in my world. Please make this not work. So if this one works, we just summon a monster in our world. Alright, so let's pull the lever in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, and of course this doesn't work. If this would have worked, you would definitely know about it. So there's no such thing as Herobrine. That's fake. Is it fake? Guess we'll never know. Oh my god, guys, he's real now. So the 9th fact was fake. Let's move on to the next. So the 10th fact is Bedrock Breaker. This command can apparently create a hole to the void. So basically all of this bedrock will get destroyed and I will fall to my death. So the stand is now 5 real, 4 fake. And if this one is real, I do not have to kill my friend's dog. But if it's fake, the 11th one will have to decide my fate. So we got the command right over here if you want to try it. So let's try this one. In 3, 2, 1. It doesn't work. Well, it's because this part is actually real. It's just this one that doesn't make it work. Because if the command was just a little bit different, then it would have worked. Final one, I will have to decide my fate and if I would have to kill my friend's dog or not. So the 10th fact was fake. Let's move on to the next. So the last one is a god mode. There's a command that make you go god mode in survival, which means you are invincible, can fly and do anything you want. So here's the command. So if I pull this lever, I'm basically becoming a god. And also if this one is fake, I will have to kill my friend's dog and he's not gonna like it. So let's see what happens and pull the lever in 3, 2, 1. Please. It didn't work. So the 11th fact was fake, which means I have to kill my friend's dog. So enjoy this edit of me killing my friend's dog. And let's hope my friend doesn't kill me. Past due on the kitchen shelf, mismatched plates and your vinyls
top shelf. We toast with weak tea to a 5-year plan, knowing full well it's made out of sand. And round this clockwork carousel, we rise, we fall, we wish each other well. If this is all we get, let's make it loud as hell. Round and round this clockwork carousel. Here's to the letters we never did send, photos we posed for with borrowed weekend friends. Here's to the chances we swore we had missed. Look at us now.
Thank you for watching the video, and complete reminder, this is a new channel, so that you're doing anything would help. Also, don't expect new videos from me for the next couple of weeks, because I have a lot of important things coming, but when it's done, I'll make another video. And Happy New Year!